Fam, welcome back to my channel. My name is Isha, or you can call me OG. If you are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And if you aren't new, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about my new hairstyle. So I'm so excited and I love it. And it's something that I did all by my lonesome. I'm proud of myself. I am really proud of myself. I have installed the BOMBA Faux Locs by Bobbi Boss, and this is what the pack looks like. I got the color 1. I wanted a 1B, but they were out. I had to go online and get it. They were sold out literally on every online shop, so I had to get them on eBay. And I want to say I paid around $6 for each pack. I used about 4.5 packs. I've really, I always talk about this on my channel, it's nothing new. I have really fine thin hair, so it didn't take me a whole 5 packs, and I was actually worried that 5 wouldn't be enough, but it was well over enough. I only used about 4.5 packs. And so it was definitely enough hair. I used the method from a YouTuber here. Her name is JAZZNICOLEMETHOD. This brilliant young lady created a method for those who don't either know how to cornrow or don't want to cornrow their own hair, and crocheted it into individual braids. So later on in the video, I'll show you guys how I actually achieved this look on 2 braids in the front. And I want to show you guys what the ends look like. I did customize my ends because I wanted to give it kind of like that goddess lock look, you know. I will also show you all as well how I achieved the ends. The ends were probably the easiest part of this process, I would say, because it really was just me unraveling them and wrapping them back up and then dipping them in some hot water. So it was really simple to do this part. I did do this project, or I did this style over the course of like a week. And so on Monday and Tuesday, I spent customizing the ends. After work, I just, you know, braided them up, unraveled each one of them and wrapped them back up. And you'll see what I'm talking about later on in the video once you see me actually do the wrapping technique. Then on Wednesday, I braided my own hair. And that took a long ass time. It took a while, but I did, you know, I took my time and I braided my hair over the course of the night. And then Thursday is when I actually installed the locks, which is a whole nother story in itself. So let's get into it, girl. So, you know, when you're watching something and it looks so easy, you know, it looks like this is so simple, I can do this. This is what I experienced with these dreads. I saw the method being done 2 ways on YouTube. I saw people, I saw all of them did crochet the hair into their indivial lock, but the method in which they hid the lock, the method in which they hid their own hair, that's when it got crazy. And I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that experienced the frustration of trying to conceal your real hair, because that was the hardest part. Now, I started out doing the method in one of JAZZNICOLE's later videos. So when she first started doing this method, she would wrap the hair, she would unwrap the actual faux lock, and then she would rewrap it around her actual braid. So if you'll see what I'm talking about, because that's the method that I had to go with. Later on, she revamped it and she started to do a new method, which is when she would pull her hair through the actual dread, if that makes sense. If you want to see how she does that method, I will link that video. That method looked so easy, and it looked like it would be easier than like unwrapping the dread and wrapping it around your hair, so I went with that method. No, there was nothing easy about that. Like, I struggled. She did it like a beast. Like, it was like bloop, 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 you know. But me, I struggled. My hair was getting tangled up in the hook. Like, it wasn't coming through. Like, I had like 5 nervous breakdowns. Like, I was so distraught because, like, I had to do this. Like my hair was all braided up. Like I had no other choice. Like I had to persevere through this, y'all. And I did. And I persevered, okay? Things to consider when you are doing this style, right? So if you have long hair, like it's gonna take long. It's gonna take a long time. Because I don't really feel like this style is time efficient when it comes to long hair. Like it took me a long time to braid my hair because my hair is very long, and it took me a long time to wrap it because I had to wrap it, you know, all the way down from my root, you know, from my scalp to the end of my hair. And so my hair is long, and so it took a while. I think a lot of the videos that I've seen, a lot of the young ladies, their hair is like a little shorter, so it's easy. Like if your hair is short, it's not gonna take you any time. It only took me about an hour a night to do this, to customize the ends, and then it took me about 2 to 3 hours to actually braid my hair. Then it took me 5 hours to install these locks. Now granted, I wasted a lot of time trying to figure out, you know, how to conceal, how to hide my own hair. So that took about an hour, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you go in knowing, and that's why I'm telling you all what works and what doesn't work, so that you can, you know, make the most informed decision when doing this style. Because it was rough for me. It was rough, but I did it, and I love the results. I think these are beautiful. I don't know how to cornrow, and so I'm glad, I'm really excited that this is, you know, an alternative to that. And honestly, like, you know, I didn't mind it taking so long, because I wanted these so bad, and I knew that it would be cute. Like I knew it would be cute. The texture is really soft. They're really lightweight. Like these are surprisingly really lightweight. I don't feel, you know, my head doesn't feel heavy. These are really lightweight, which is, you know, I really love that. But overall, like I love it. Like I love these. I've been getting so many compliments, and I really think these are like a nice protective style for the summer. I'm gonna be trying a lot of different crochet no cornrow styles this summer, because I always want braids in the summertime, but I'm so scared that the tension will like pull my hair out. Like that is like my biggest fear. Shout out to JAZZNICOLE. I think she is a phenomenal young lady that came up with a great idea, and I wanted to make sure that I shouted her out. Like I think this is a brilliant idea, and I don't think that it saves you much time. Actually doing, you know, the traditional way of crocheting will probably be faster, but it is an alternative for people who, you know, don't want to braid or can't braid. I love this style. I will get into the video. I'm gonna stop blabbering so you guys can see how I achieve the ends of my hair and how I install this into my head. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, make sure you put them down below. I would definitely answer them. If you found this video to be helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I will see you guys in the next video. Protect your space. Peace. So before I get into installing the locks, I wanted to show you all how I customized the end of this hair and turned it into sort of goddess locks. So you can see here that the ends are very springy, very bouncy. And what I'm going to do is split that hair, so the end of those locks, in half. And you can do this as low as you want or as high as you want, meaning you can go up a little further and split the end in half. You can do lower. It's really up to you. So right now I have two pieces. And one piece is going to be the actual curl, and the other piece is going to be what I wrap around the rest of the hair, essentially. So this piece right here, that's going to be the actual curl. And the other piece is going to be what I use to wrap around the curl. So this piece is going to be wrapped around in the direction it's already curled in. So right now you just see me wrapping it around, and I'm trying my best to pull the other piece as taut as possible. So you want to make sure it's out of the way, and not tangled up with the other hair, because that will mess up the end. So right now I'm just twisting it in the same direction it's already curled in, twisting it as tight as possible, and I'm going to do that all the way until I get to the end. And when I get to the end, I'm just going to twist it around my own fingers to make sure that it's sealed. And then what I did at the end, I just dipped all of the hair together in hot water to seal those curls so that it wouldn't unravel. Alright, so now to actually installing these locks. So right now I have 2 braids left, and what I did was braid the hair at the root, probably down an inch or 2, and then I just twisted the rest for time's sake. So right now I'm just putting the crochet hook through the base of my hair. I'm going to take the lock, I'm going to attach the lock onto the hook and close the hook. And once I've closed the hook, I'll slide that lock through the base of my hair. What I'm going to do is open up the loop of that lock. So the same loop you hooked onto the latch hook. I'm going to pull the end through that loop. And right now I'm just going to tighten it. Make sure that it's really tight to your scalp. Make sure you pull your braid as well, just to make sure that it's not jumbled up in that knot. Now on to actually concealing the braid, which was a struggle, y'all, but I persevered. So you can see that the lock is very coily. It's just basically one big coil. You're gonna have to unwrap it and rewrap it around your hair. So right now I'm opening the coil, and you can see it's very springy. And I'm just gonna open it and then wrap it in the same direction it's curled in. And I'm gonna bring it around my braid and hide the braid inside of the coil, if that makes sense. So you can see I'm just opening up the lock, wrapping it around, opening up the lock, and then wrapping it around. And I'm going to do that all the way down to the end of my hair. And this is why I said this may be an easier process for those of you ladies who have shorter hair, because you won't have, you know, that much hair to wrap. Alright, so now that you all have seen it done, I'm just going to speed it up a little bit. I'm doing the same steps, sliding that crochet needle through the base of my hair, then adding that lock onto the hook, and then making the knots. Once I have attached the lock onto my braid, I'm going to do that wrapping process of opening up the lock and wrapping it in the same direction it was wrapped in around my actual braid. And it's really important to make sure that that wrapping process is tight as possible. You want to make sure you conceal your braid as much as possible.